What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, back with another video. And in this evening's video, Palantir pulled back today in the market. The market was kind of mixed today. Some stocks sold off a little bit, other stocks was green, a lot of stocks was flat. Jay Powell talked today. It wasn't like an official Fed meeting or nothing, but he did say that, he's going to be more cautious on, raising rates. So, the market, they didn't take it too bad, but we had a little pullback. We was down like 600 a day. Nothing too major. So what we did today, we took a little gain on one of the Palantir calls we had, bought a few shares, and we strategizing on a few positions, and we're going to talk about it all. So first, we got to go to the Palantir position. So on the Palantir position, my latest calls is red. So one of the calls I had yesterday, I think it expired in like 3 days. Palantir was actually up this morning. So it went green for a split second. So I took that call when it was green, and I actually added it to this 160 March 7th call. And it's funny, then Palantir ends up selling off at the end of the day, so we down anyway. But we got more time, and I like that. So as far as the other calls, they are down. Like I say, Palantir pulled back right now, but we've been trading Palantir calls since it was in the low teens, like probably 11, 12, 13. So, we're going to keep trading them. And we bought this Palantir call at close, this March 21st one. We bought this one at close. So, if we got an update tomorrow, we'll make some money off that. We'll see how that goes. I did buy, did I buy some more Palantir today? I think I did buy more Palantir today. I be buying so much, I forget sometimes. But we up to 86.19 shares of Palantir at this point. Like, everybody's starting to talk about it. The company's executing. So, it's like the ultimate choice. Like, okay, the valuation's crazy. You're taking a huge risk due to valuation. But you see what they're reporting. You see the type of growth. You see what's going on with the commercial business. You see what's going on with the government business. They're in control. They're very necessary. They're part of the infrastructure of AI. So, are you going to take that valuation risk for those things I just named or not? That's the question everybody got to decide right now with Palantir. So, on to the next stock. So, we still down on Rigetti. Rigetti had a bad day. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we just watching the quantum trade, man. I think the bears finally finna do their work. It's when the bears really get active. When people not paying attention to it no more, that's when they really tend to, do their thing out here. So that's what's going on with Rigetti. Still watching it. Serve and Symbiotic bounce back from their lows. So, the robotics trade's working out. You know what I'm saying? We watching that. We haven't added much to it, because we still in the watching phase, but I like what's going on there. Now for our star of the day. Star of the day is actually down today. Tesla fell off a cliff today. They all the way down in 326. And as someone who's trying to establish a Tesla position for the potential robots that's supposed to be here in the coming years, this might be where we get active. I know you guys been asking for entries and exits, so we're going to do a little special on the Tesla chart work today. Yeah. So what happened with Tesla today, BYD, one of the competitors of Tesla, is teaming up with DeepSeek to try to do self-driving cars faster than Elon. And on top of that, they definitely missed last earnings. And on top of that, Elon got what he got going on in the White House. He just changed his name to Harry Balls on X. So, it's just a lot going on. Investor confidence is probably all over the place right now. So, Elon going through it, but, we trying to buy some Tesla. So, this might be good for us. Uranium energy, it's still down. We might be adding that to Oklo. We got to do a lot of consolidating in this portfolio. After this next round, we're going to be doing a lot with the new buying power. So, a lot of the old positions going to be getting consolidated into the ones that's working. We got Vistra Energy here, I like Vistra Energy because since I got in out of Patterson Energy, I do need a regular energy play. Even though I've been getting more money off the uranium side of it, I still want a regular energy play. And Vistra was like top performer last year. I ain't an energy expert, so I really might just rock out with Vistra until I find like another regular energy like play And I ain't saying like no Exxon and nothing like that. I'm gonna find me one. But for now, I like Vistra. It's still down, but we ain't worried about that. Walmart. Yeah, we've been adding to Walmart. We had the $47 worth of Walmart. Like I said, that's a good safe pick for me. I like it because there is a chance of growth at least. If they perform regular, that's good as Walmart. But if they have a great year, we can get us some upside. So that's my thing I like about Walmart. Let's see. Oklo pulled back today. I did buy some Oklo today. I bought some Oklo today. Let me show you the history real quick. I ain't do much, but let me show you what happened on the 11th. Like I say, sold that call because it went like green and damn near green for a second. Bought the new call. Like I said, I've been buying some Tesla as it's been falling. I sold one car for $1,545. Bought another car for $1,230. Got that little, $300. Then we bought another Palantir car for $107. Taking some more risks. That one probably down now too. Then $10 worth of Tesla, SPY, Palantir, Salesforce, Broadcom, Kava, Palantir, Tesla, IBIT. Let's see, MicroStrategy, $5 worth. More Nvidia, Walmart, Oklo, Amazon, Palantir. Let's see, how much Palantir did I buy today? I was just about to say, I know I bought a 50 of Palantir. I know I spent like at least 70, 60, 70 on Palantir today. So yeah, bought a lot of stocks today. So back to the positions. MicroStrategy and IBIT still down. I want to take advantage of the dip as much as I can while not going too crazy with my weight. So, I'm not mad that it's consolidating here. I know a lot of people are worried about their favorite positions because there's a lot of consolidating going on. But this is where you get the money. You get the money when your position is going down or consolidating, like I'm thinking about doing on Tesla. And we're going to talk about that soon. So, next, we got Microsoft. Still flat on Microsoft. Everybody down Microsoft. Everybody down the whole Mag 7. I don't sweat it when the Mag 7 underperforms because, we've been not overweight the Mag 7 over here. Nothing wrong with the Mag 7. But we be overweight the stocks with the macro on them. So, I still believe in the Mag 7 long term. What I believe is going on is they spend a lot of money on CapEx and people haven't seen a return. And like I was telling my boy, we as investors and traders, we are some jerks. We be really trying these companies. We be really playing with these companies out here. We really be doing them dirty. We be telling them, I don't care how groundbreaking your product is. If it don't show up on the balance sheet, it's F you. That's really what we do to these companies. So, companies like Microsoft, Amazon, Google, when they not moving like that, I still add to them. I don't add to them fast, make them my player of the year, but I still add to them because I understand. Well, I think that at some point they gonna be monetizing all this money they spending. They not spending all this money for no reason. So, that's where I'm at with that. IonQ's down. Like I said, Quantum's not doing well right now. IBM still up on IBM. I think IBM might be one of them hidden gems of the year. I got a little bit of IBM. I got a little call option, another account I've been playing with. I'm gonna keep doing more research into IBM to let y'all know if we really need to step up our weight on that though, because I'm watching IBM. Robinhood, they doing well. I believe it pulled back a little bit. We at 54.92. I'm not mad at that. I need to get some more Robinhood. I might have to put some money into this thing, maybe buy a call option on Robinhood too. We got more buying power, so we can do some things we wasn't doing before. We just waiting to see where the markets land. I believe we got PPI, CPI coming up as well. So I want to see how we react to all that before we start, deploying our fresh buying power. So we got Grab, just hanging in there. It's a little diversification. I'm going overseas with it, Southeast Asia, not China, Southeast Asia to be exact. It's a difference. But with Grab, I like what they're doing because they got like a super app. It's not like the Uber Eats we got. They got Uber Eats, DoorDash, and a bank mixed all in one, and a variety of other things. And they're growing. They just went profitable. They got a lot of money on the balance sheet. So, it's the kind of thing we like to hear. When you take a chance on a company, you like to take chances on people who just went profitable and got cash and probably won't go bankrupt and growing. So that's why we like Grab. And, it's just something different. Shout out to Mint for putting me on it. I did my own DD too. So, I like it. Google, Let's see. Yeah, Google. Like I was just saying, same thing I was saying about Microsoft. We're going to keep adding that. GEO. They finally got us on one. On that GEO. We down. It's over with on that one. Salesforce down right now. But we probably going to be adding to Salesforce. We might even be buying some Salesforce calls. I'm going to do more DD just to double check. But the DD pretty much done with Salesforce. I'm just waiting for like that final straw. I want to see what they report on earnings. Is it going to get real at Salesforce? Cameco. No, we still in Cameco. I need to add with Cameco. We've been having so much fun with Oklo. We've been sleeping on Cameco, but we got to get back right with Cameco. Kava. Kava's down, so I need to be adding that. While it's down, like I say, some stocks sold off, some didn't. Broadcom's hanging in there. It's ironic. Broadcom's actually outperforming Nvidia right now, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go look at the year to date. So, you know, if I'm wrong, check me in the comments. But if I'm not mistaken, Broadcom is probably outperforming Nvidia year to date at this point. So, you know, that you might want to read between the lines on that one. ARM. I'm gonna do something with this ARM, man. We need to add the ARM. We definitely need to add the ARM. It's just so many stocks to add to. I don't be having time to get to all of them. We did add to Amazon, I believe. We had $25 worth of Amazon. Like I say, same situation with Google and Microsoft. Like, I don't think they're gonna be the plays of the year, but this might be a good consolidation year, a good accumulation year with a lot of these stocks. Same with Tesla. I'm buying Tesla crazy, but if Tesla decides to like go green and pay me crazy this year, I'm with it. But that's not necessarily what I'm buying it for with all these stocks. Like, I swing trade certain positions, but certain positions y'all see in this account actually, you know, longer term investments. So anyway, we're gonna go to, you know, some of these stocks. Let's see. So we got Nvidia was down 0.5% today. We got, get some water. We got AMD was flat today. It's like the exact opposite. That's how you know these stocks got them algorithms sometime, man. Yeah, Tesla was down 6.34%. Apple was up 2%. That's ironic. Palantir was down 3.45. SoFi still getting hit up, down 2%. You know what I'm saying? But it's still holding a good range. That 1483. You know, this is just where they at right now. They just consolidating. It's not like a major sell-off. They're not going back to 10, nothing crazy. 12, nothing crazy. They just holding that 14 area, 15 area, 16 area for now. So we'll see when they finally break out. But we still watching that, even though it's not in the portfolio right now. Amazon's flat. Oklo was down 6.79%. Robinhood was down 5%. This would have been a good day to buy a call option, actually. I should have looked at that. Well, I got to look at it on the chart before I say that. But, yeah, Hims was down. Everything was down today. Tempest AI, that's up 4%. I'm watching that. You know, that's one of the new stocks. We're watching that. We're not necessarily doing nothing with it. I played with a little small call, but we're not really starting a position yet in another account. I might bring it to this account, but you know, we do a lot of DD before we bring it on camera, you feel me? So that's where we at with Tempest AI. IBM was up 2.18%. Let's see what else. Serve was down 10% today. They got hit up, but they did great the other day, so that's why we still green on that one. And Symbiotic was up 3.3%. I'm going to be bringing y'all more research on a lot of these more speculative plays as well. GEO is down 1.2%. So let's go get to some of these charts. Let's start with Palantir. So on the daily, we did decent. I bought a call just in case, but from a technical point of view, it was an okay place to buy a car, but I kind of was premature. You know, it's coming down to like this little area here, this 111, so it's not the worst, but the fair value gap is this 110 all the way to 103 area. So, you know, if we fall in there, that would be the next load up zone to me, anywhere in that range. You know, I sometimes I like the middle of the fair value gap, so I go like 107.20, something like that. But that'd be a good load up point, you know, as long as the macro don't change. Not a load up point, but you know, a bounce point. I wouldn't say a load up point. If we were to fall under that, I like that 100 area. I like this 99 area. If for some reason it was to fall in 99, I'd even go off this EMA here. I'd go for 91.84. Because, you know, Oh, I don't know why they don't put this fair value gap on my chart. That's how I'm glad I know my ICT. For it's a big fair value gap here between this 99 and 80 range, like the pre-earnings bounce. So, we could get in there too, anywhere in there. The middle of that gap would be like the 90s, 91, 92. So anyway, let's go to the next stock. Go to, let's look at Nvidia. All right. So you up Nvidia. Palantir went through this. QQQ going through this. Tesla going through this. Everybody has this bearish fair value gap. We gotta see, can they get through it? If you type person like to trade in and out, it's not a bad place to try to put, but it could go either way. What I need to see them break out of to confirm this trend, it's got to get back real. It's got to get back to the 140s basically. And there's still this bigger gap, but I ain't gonna worry about that. I need to see them close at least at like 140, 141, 142 for real. Like, I really need them to prove themselves. Or it look like they're going right back down, man. Right back down to the 128, 129, 125 range to the 123 range. We got that. The best point was that fair value gap, not fair value gap, this EMA, where this white EMA line is, this blue order block, and this yellow level I drew, that would be the best bounce point for Nvidia. That's like at the 120 area. But let's take a moment. I want to actually talk about Nvidia. With Nvidia, I don't want people to get distracted by the amount of money that you've seen Nvidia make for the past 2 years. Like, Nvidia is still a great pick, and I'm still bullish on Nvidia over the long term. But they're gonna have a lot of headwinds this year. Like, we in the software side of AI this year. Well, at least that's what I was thinking. That's what my DD was saying. And that's what the analysts are starting to say as well. We're in the use case season. So Nvidia is cool, but don't just go super overweight. Don't, Nvidia YOLO update out here. I wouldn't, at least, not financial advice, but I wouldn't right now. And last but not least, let's do Tesla. And I did Tesla last because we're going to go down some time frames, more than just a 4 hour, so I can try and give you a more precise entry. And to my subscriber who asked for a more precise entry, I need to know, does this help? So on the daily, like I normally show y'all, we actually at a bounce point right now. That's why I say I wasn't even planning on buying no Tesla call options like that. I wasn't planning on doing that, but seeing as how we got a lot of buying power and they hitting order blocks and falling, I might have to get active. Because you see what happened last time was in this 328 area. You see what happened. It looked like equilibrium's there too. Yeah, I probably said that on the other video. Equilibrium's there too. We bounced from here, so I would actually give it the first shot basically right now. I'm not saying, and don't get twisted, macro could knock it further down. But from a technical point of view, this is the first place it could bounce. If that were to fail, the next level is 300. The next level is 300. We actually going to go down to the 4 hours so we can see, like, let's get in close. Because when you try and get a more precise entry, what you do is you go down time frames. I start with the daily because that helps with the swing trading. If you're the type of person who's just buying shares or you're buying calls with time on them, months on them, even sometimes a few weeks, but really I do that more for like the monthly calls, the 6 month calls, the year calls. These are good bounce points because over the next few days it can continue to go on this trend. That's why I always show the daily. But let's get to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, what we got? Let's see. So we got a weak low when it fell way below the 200 EMA. Next order blocks all the way at 310. So the 4 hours say this thing could go and start getting real and sell off fast. So if you are trying to take an entry, you actually would want to see how something like this plays out. You know what I'm saying? If I was day trading Tesla, or I wanted to swing trade Tesla, like to just get some money, I would actually be looking at the downside right now because this is a very defined downtrend. Like, I would want to see it go up a little, maybe pull into one of these fair value gaps and bet it keep going down. The macro don't change. On the 4 hour, let's look at the 15 minute. Let's see. Okay. Low weak. Low is weak. I don't see any consolidation. Let me see. I don't see any, fair value gaps, order blocks, nothing like that. We gotta draw our own trend line. You feel me? We gotta draw our own trend line. Let's see what we could do. Let's see what we can get. Let's see what we could get. This is how you do it the classic way. Anyone who knows about trend lines, I need at least 1, 2, 3 touches. This is just a quick trend line. I could do a more exact one when I really chart it up at home on the laptop, but for the sake of this video, we'll just do this little simple trend line. So yeah, man, Tesla on a downtrend for real. We could follow this like 323 bounce. I could just, yeah, they in the channel, man. So, on the short time frame, it's not looking good. You see, we was talking about bouncing on the high time frame, but on the lower time frame, it's just looking like the end of the world, and that's probably gonna freak a lot of people out. That's why your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments is a pro with this. So yeah, on the lower time frame, you actually might want to consider waiting till it hits some of those lower levels, like those 300s. Like I said, you could take your first shot here, but if you was trying to load up on Tesla, I wouldn't necessarily put all my buying power in here. Let's look at the 5 minute then. This real actual trading time frame. So on the 5 minute, we got a bearish order block up here. We breaking structure to the downside. Let's see. I could say this 325. I could say it's 325. We can see if it bounced there. I guess I could take, if I wanted to be precise, I could take a shot there, and then I could, well, if it get real, we could try and use that trend line we just used, but on the 5 minute, if it hit there, it's over with. But last, let's look at the 2 minute, and I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. This video a little longer, but we're gonna start splitting all this up into different segments. 2 minute, this is what I trade on when I do my trading. So let's see, this after hours. Let me see, is this after hours? Probably. Oh. Yeah, man. So anyway, let's make sure. I thought we had stopped recording, my bad. But yeah, anyway, right here on this Tesla, yeah, it's looking like we finna tank. It's looking like we finna tank on Tesla. So we got our levels to bounce at. We got more weak lows, discount, higher low. It could bounce off any of these, off this level, maybe, but like I said, it ain't looking good for Tesla, and the macro ain't necessarily good right now. I still like it long term, but on the short term, look for your bounce points for your longer term positions, and consider getting some puts. We'll watch it and tell you guys what happens. But it's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I know this video a little longer, and I also want everybody to tell me if you want any other stocks, you'd like me to go more in depth on, as far as maybe charts, macro, whatever, and talk to me in the next video. We're gonna keep doing our thing.